Heaven is on the tier. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's a more than get up, stand up. Get up, stand up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am not here for any political fight. Let me emphasize, I am not here for any political fight. Lula. I got a bad from you. I like to check what's going on there. Hold on. Tell me.
Heaven is on the tier. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's a more than a phone. After story and never been told. So now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up for your right.
I'm gonna get my little thing there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I put up my thing. I'm just on my break. Before I go to work, I decided to come and give you all a very, very, very small piece of advice. All the people from St. Lucia and those who are living in the diaspora. Listen, these days, I am a poet. I do not get into those big political ferociousness because it is not the best thing for a human being. Now, you will watch today, you may watch tomorrow, but it is incumbent on me, a ferocious politician, pundit, to let you all know that a lot of the things that are happening in our island today, it is not necessary. It's just not necessary. So, as I continue back on my little ferocious stuff, I write my poems, I want to say something to you all. Be careful, St. Lucians. Be careful whether you're UWP, whether you're Labour, whatever you are. Just be careful how you let politicians manipulate you, make you hate each other, make you fight with each other. Be careful. I'm not there for a big, long show for y'all, but I know people go back for it later and watch it. So I just want to be clear with y'all that y'all need to be very, very careful going out there, lest everybody have their political preferences. It's a democratic country. We do what we do. People support the party they support. But be very careful because tomorrow, the same people are going to be your friends. These are the same people that you fight with today that you're going to meet in the road, meet in the houses, and they're going to be your enemies. So be very, very careful, everyone in St. Lucia, because I have just realized you can make so much more money spending your time wisely in doing other things than fighting for politicians. Now, politicians has a right to fight because they profit. Politicians, they profit. When Guy Joseph go and fight there, he profits. He get monies. When Chasney, Philip Japierre, Richard, they have something coming back. That's their job, like actors. They are actors. You ever see when you take an amateur actor, how this thing, you still I'm on the phone, I will have to call you back. Bye-bye. So I just want you all to get this thing very, very clear in your mind. I'm not saying vote Labour or vote UWP. My preference is Labour, but people may have the reason for UWP. But the fighting and the name calling, I was king of them, king of rural. And I realized at the end of the day, you need those people in your daily lives. You walk with them, you talk to them, you're on the phone with them. When there's a session in Brooklyn, Labour, UWP, everybody mixed together. When you go and put so much vitriol in your life, like my friend Garfield, we're all friends in the church. I always forgive everybody. Now people hate him like crazy in the church. Look at my friend Zariah Alexander. She was the key giving everybody power. Now half of the country don't like her, half like her. She makes it. Where's Marvin Charles? It's all a matter of fighting and fighting and fighting. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vote your choice. It is your right to vote. But trust me, some of y'all sit there and y'all say y'all cannot believe how Shasna is fooling the people. Some of y'all say y'all can't believe how Labour is fooling the people. But yes, still, y'all go to church, and some people say they can't believe the Assembly is fooling y'all, or the Jehovah's Witness fooling y'all, or the Pentecost. Everybody got somebody controlling their minds. So just be vigilant, my people. Enjoy my little poems when I write my poems, and enjoy life, because at the end of the day, you are going to do so much better. You're going to be doing so much better if you focus on your work, do a little poem, do a little write this thing. At the end of the day, you'll be good. You don't have to fight with people on Facebook. I was a king of fighting, so take it from me. So today, as that the people go on march, the people are going to march. I personally don't see there's a reason to do it, because I see the government and the country everywhere you go in the world is stress. Moment the peace stress is your supermarket $50, Malibala $70, Malibala. It's just money, money, money. So that's how it is. But if they feel that they are politicians, remember, Shasna is a politician, Regabat is a politician, Guy is a politician. That is their job, to go out and make the government, whether the government is good or bad, they have to make that government look bad. That is their job, people. I need you to be very careful. And it's the same thing with the labor. When UWP is in power, they must make UWP feel look bad, because they will not get in power if they tell you UWP is good. So, and when you see the labor telling you UWP is not good, that is political technique. When the UWP, because remember I was like Sasha Snegefe, when he goes there, he was there before. UWP, it's just a big game every day, game. You all have to be very, very careful. If you all want to enjoy the roar of jumping up, marching, go. Enjoy it. It's your right. It's your democratic right. But I want you all to think before you all start hating each other, fighting with each other. I was a king of giving people power. I'm telling you, take it from me. My life is so much more contented the way I live my life today. Yes, I put one or two things because I support my party. But that fighting, I see you're killing each other, fighting, it is not necessary. Again, let me emphasize, politicians are politicians. A plumber will go and do plumbing. A carpenter will be a carpenter, build a house. A bus driver will drive a bus. A politician is a politician. They're going to tell you what to do and convince you that the party that's in power is not good. As soon as you see they put Labour out, if they ever do that, Labour will be doing the exact same thing Shasna is doing now. The exact same thing Shasna is doing, Labour is going to do it. Trust me, that's the game of the politicians. So people of St. Lucia, whether you like it or not, and especially those of you who live in St. Lucia, when those things affect your own life, we in the diaspora, no election, no Facebook off, no ifs after no, we back to our normal life. We can do our role from there. But those of you who live in St. Lucia, who understand that when you're vexed with somebody, your party will not give you a job, you'll have to be careful. Be very careful. People are watching your moves. It affects you all in St. Lucia a lot more than it affects us. And usually y'all don't like to hear the truth. You're like the rural, but the people who are making the rural, this is for you. You'll have to think the amount of money you can make, the amount of time you can spend different places. It is so much more vital to build yourself, because at the end of the day, the politicians will use you. They will never call you and say, hey, we like what you do for me. They will just sit back, let you kill each other for them, get them in power, and then they just don't know if you're alive. That is how politicians do their thing. It's not just Labour, UWP as well. They will just, so if you want to go out there and make a fool out of yourself for the politicians, when you get tired, when you could be building a house, driving a bus, making a taxi, going to your babysitting job, whatever it is that you're doing, focus on that. Put your vote in. Do not listen. Do not, I mean, I'm a victim, I'm telling you. I know how it is. Nobody asked you to do it, but they benefit from it. They benefit from it. And then they'll step back like, oh, we didn't ask you to do it. But everybody, they benefit. They win the elections. They're there. And so just, if you enjoy doing it, do it. But it's an addiction as well. It is an addiction. I'm certainly happy that I've removed myself from this addiction, that I'm very proud of myself. But it's an addiction. You see, Zariah Alexander, Ipanile Banile the baby right now, but she loved the media. So Ila, it's an addiction. You come, and even those of you just posting stuff, it's an addiction. Addiction. So just be very careful. This is a piece of advice, just a word of advice. I have nothing against anybody. Be careful when you put your whole life in there. And this is coming from me, KK, who has been the biggest, richest guy on Facebook. So maybe it's not your time to learn. Everybody takes a time. Sometimes it's not your time. Sometimes you preach to somebody their whole life and they become Jehovah Witness later or Adventist later. Maybe it's not your time, but I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, you'll need to vote. Choose who's doing best for you and vote. But don't go out there and make a fool out of yourself. Fighting with that one, fighting with that one. I love you all. See you all on my next poem. Goodbye. Let me go and finish my day, my cooking, and then I'm going to go to do my work. But I still love you all. And I'm telling you all, I've made a lot more friends since I'm doing poetry than when I was doing rural. Because I started as a comedian, so I have to end up as a comedian. Because politicians, they will always tell you, they are gaining houses, they're gaining cars, they're getting this. And then you dare fight with your neighbor for them, fight, and who they hate? You. They don't hate politicians. So, ladies and gentlemen, be vigilant when you go and do what you do. But it's your right. If you don't like something, to work on it. That's all it is. But I enjoy you all for those little few minutes I was there. I know there's 100 different people on live doing live show, even posting when you post. So appreciate the few of you who came and watch, but it will go to other people. You all will see it later. Thank you all very much. Have a great day. Let me go and cook my food. Just a word of advice. I had to give it to you all. I will not give you all this kind of roro that you all were anticipating. But I still love you all. Roro don't sell. I mean, if it's not roro, it's not going to sell. But I'm not going to do roro. I'm going to benefit my life, make my life a better person, a better life. And those of you on your drummer, let me know when you're all tired, because that's all it's going to be. The end of it all will be the same. They're going to win again, or they're going to win next time, or UWP will win, and they get rid of you. I feel sorry for Garfield. Waste your time. Have a great day. I'm ending my life. Goodbye.